Oh, so this what we doing now, fight fans. This what we doing. This is how we moving out here in these streets, right? Y'all just gonna look right past Charlo and start mentioning Bud Crawford and Canelo. So you gonna act like Charlo not fighting Canelo on the 30th? Y'all just looking right past Jermell Charlo. Nigga, I am too. Yeah. Jamel gonna lose, man. That's just how I feel, bro. I'm sorry. Whether he gets knocked out or he loses on the cards, that's my opinion, right? I just think Canelo is in a better situation politically, where it might be a little bit of corruption on them scorecards, and yeah, damn it, he might just get knocked out too, because of course if Charlo gets hit on the button or around the button, it's potentially night for Charlo. Now, can he outbox Canelo? Can he be perfect for 12 rounds? That remains to be seen. I'm betting no, but it's a possibility, and maybe you're all right. And if you are, please feel free, come back, gloat about it. You know what I mean? Rub my face in it. It's all good. Pause. Don't rub my face in that, y'all. Don't rub my face in that. But come back, tell me about it in a respectful manner. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. That's what's up. But I think for the most part, for everybody else who, it seemed like everywhere I look is looking past Jermell Charlo and talking about Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, which is an extremely realistic matchup, whether you want to believe it or not. And maybe you won't believe it until it's here. And it could very well be. And I'm going to tell you why in this video. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag Boxing TV, man. Get your goofy looking ass in here and hit the bag. Hit that like button for your boy. That helps the channel. I appreciate that love. Shout out my gang, the bag hitters, man. You already know the count. And big shout out to Tyree Celeste, man. Got with me on the gram at Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Got a shout out for the channel, man. I added you to the lineup. Y'all don't even understand, man. You know what I mean? I never expected to get 100 subscribers, let alone 7,000, man, for this little itty bitty channel, man. I appreciate that love. So, you know what I mean? You got love for the channel, get with me on the gram. Shout out the channel, and I promise you I'll get you in the intro so you can represent with your boy, all right? Now, big fight. And according to Bud Crawford, the biggest fight in boxing. Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, Bud Crawford. And listen, that's kind of hard to argue, especially with the clout that Bud Crawford is getting since he whooped your boy Spence ass. I mean, he beat the shit out of Spence. I'm looking at the fight and I'm like, damn, did Spence steal something from this nigga? And the clout been crazy because Bud Crawford has pretty much been a part of every major headline, bro, in the sport of boxing, it feels like. So, he getting up there. He didn't pass Spence. Now, this, I don't know if some of y'all know this. He didn't pass Spence on IG followers, bro. Bud didn't hit like a 1.4 on their ass. So Bud getting all the credit, all his just due, and his stock is on the rise crazy. So a fight with Bud Crawford and Canelo, definitely not far-fetched and most definitely realistic. If they telling you that it's not, don't listen to them niggas. Them niggas is lying. Now, this is what Canelo Alvarez had to say about a potential fight with Bud Crawford. He said this, quote, "Look, I respect Crawford. He's a great fighter. I always say that. No disrespect to him, but sometimes it's a little crazy that people are talking about I'm going to face a small fighter like Charlo. He's big. And now they want me to face Crawford, who's smaller than Charlo? That doesn't make sense, right?" Then he goes on to say, "At the end of the day, I'm not going to have credit to face Crawford, no matter what. But you never know in boxing. I go up and down, and I fight everybody out there. So it's possible. Why not? If it's possible, it makes sense. I'm down. Do it. I don't care who is there. I'm able to fight anybody." End quote. So listen, Canelo Alvarez is already fighting Jermell Charlo, which is a 154-pounder. The selling point for this was undisputed versus undisputed, right? I get it. That's a hell of a selling point. You know, that's dope. That's the only reason why they waiting to strip Charlo until he steps in the ring to fight Canelo Alvarez, so they can sell this fight as undisputed versus undisputed, because he'll be stripped as soon as he step in the ring for the WBO, and your boy Tim Tszyu, you know what I mean, be out there to catch that. As soon as he steps in the ring to face Canelo Alvarez. So hell of a marketing strategy, hell of a selling point. And it just made sense for the PBC to give Jermell Charlo this opportunity, because they just wanted undisputed versus undisputed. That's a hell of a selling point, you know what I mean? And it's somebody who's smaller than Canelo Alvarez. Now, what do you think with undisputed welterweight, the very first one in Terence Bud Crawford, the same selling point for PBC? Then for PBC, for Al Heyman, you have Canelo Alvarez, who's still, you know, probably, you know, the biggest draw in boxing. You can argue that between him and Tank Davis at this point in time, but it's still Canelo versus Bud Crawford, who's just hot as fish grease all over every headline. The cloud is through the roof right now. It's crazy. And PBC, you think Bud Crawford and Al Heyman ain't super friends right now? You think Bud Crawford ain't gonna finish up his career fighting PBC fighters, Showtime fighters? Shit, and all of them in bed together. You know what I mean? So that's a mega fight. And if you PBC Showtime, you gotta, I think their relationship is pretty much cemented with Bud Crawford now. It's a no-brainer. You got to get, you know what I'm saying? We got to make that money while we can, especially with Bud Crawford. We have to milk Bud Crawford for as long as we got him. We have to milk Canelo Alvarez for as long as we got him. And putting those two together is crazy. And if Canelo can get away with fighting 154 and 147 pounders for the rest of his career, I believe he would. He dared to be great. He went up there. He got his ass whooped. I'm not so sure he wants to go back to 75. You see him he's dancing around the table with David Benavidez. David Benavidez has been his mandatory. He's now has had his own pay-per-view event with Caleb Plant, which only added to the cloud of David Benavidez, and he still didn't pick him next. So what else? What else do you want to be able to fight somebody like a David Benavidez? It's nothing, man. What else can you do? And then you tell those guys to fight each other, and then you fight them. Meanwhile, you fighting 154 pounders. What? What? So, hell yeah, this fight is very realistic, at least to me, in my opinion. You know, that's all I can give y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't no goddamn reporter. You know, I ain't no journalist. Yeah, no, goddamn, I ain't none of that shit. You want to know what I am? Come here, let me tell you what I am. I'm gonna tell you niggas what I am. Come here. I'm just a nigga with a channel. All right, man, that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. heavy bag. Canelo Alvarez, Terence Bud Crawford, very realistic. Are you looking past Jermell Charlo? Hell yeah, man. You're not expecting this nigga. Even for y'all who really think he gonna win, really don't think he gonna win. And Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, at this point, it might even be hotter than Canelo Alvarez versus a David Benavidez. Just my opinion. All right. Big T.O. heavy bag. You know who I got with me, man. My guy. My guy. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.